There are two birds and there are two doors. Again, there are two birds and there are two doors. One door leads to heaven and the other door leads to hell. Now, one of those birds lies. The other tells the truth. They both look the same and can't see each other. How do you figure out the door to Jehovah? Rachel.
Can I ask the bird? Well, obviously I have to ask the birds questions.
Yes.
To figure it out. But one lies and one tells the truth. So, I'm gonna...
What do you ask? See, girls are funny because I can see a girl asking a bird, was her ass fat? And she might not have a fatty, but she thinks she do. So the bird tell her, yeah.
But see, that's why you have to ask specific questions that you already know the answer to. Okay? Because if I'm confident in the answer, I'm going to ask the bird, look, who in here? And if he be like, you know, a serial killer is in here. Or like, you know.
What you mean, you know?
Like, you know, like, you just know some people probably aren't gonna go to heaven. You're not supposed to condemn people, and you're not supposed to say that. But I just feel like we know. You know what I'm saying? So if I say, you know, if I ask one bird, who's in here?
Right.
And they say a serial killer, and I go ask the other bird, is so and so in here? And be like, yes. Okay, wait. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I don't either. What if he was like, what if he says the beautiful and talented Rachel?
Oh,
and the other bird said the beautiful and talented Rachel. How did you what? Because one of them
at that point, I'm just not going in either door.
These birds are probably the bad bird probably shady, so they might give you some of the same answer, and one of them truly think they're lying.
If you ask them a factual question that you know the answer to, like my thought process is just ask something factual that you know for sure is the answer. Whoever lies, that's like, okay, boom, not going over there, you're a liar.
I think sometimes we'll think so deep into this that we'll ask something that'll mess us up. Like we can really do 2 + 2 is 4. But what if they what
if the lion bird hits you with like some algebra shit and you just be like, well shit, I don't know.
Right. Like I don't know. But again, like what you said, probably if you get it wrong, if you don't figure this out, you probably wouldn't mean. Probably wouldn't meant for you anyway.
Nah.
Wouldn't meant. Well, what's up, y'all? This is yours truly, TheMindOfMyron, on side of Rachel, back for another episode of the 3L Peeps. So what up, all 3L Peeps? Shout out to JoJo. 3L Peeps. Shout out to him. Shout out to JoJo. JoJo got a podcast. That's one of my old students. He's listening. So shout out to JoJo.
Hey.
She's listening. Sorry, JoJo.
Damn.
So we got a lot to discuss today.
We do.
But first off, how's life?
Life is good. Life is real good.
Is it?
I can say this on the show now because I've already told you.
Yes.
But one of my L's is lift. Okay.
Wait, can we get to the L's first?
I'm sorry.
No, this is a part of your life update though. So go ahead. For example, okay.
It is a part of my life update.
So we're gonna just skip to our 3 L's. That's how we're gonna start out. So, hey, Rachel, what's your first L?
Well, this is also like a life update too. So, and the word life starts with L. So here we are. Well, my first L is lift. Like lifts up, like fly, spread your wings. Because I'm moving to San Antonio. I got a job offer in San Antonio that I'm really excited about. So yeah, I'm moving.
Gotta get that bag. Yeah, gotta.
We still get money in the midst of Corona. Money.
So that goes with my first L. I had some different L's, but I changed this one to go with Rachel's, and that's a look. Y'all, we got so much free time right now, and I want one of the things that you do is to look for jobs. Not saying that you're gonna move, but you never know what can happen during this time period, right?
Right.
So look for some different opportunities. Look for things to enhance yourself, because like I told Rachel, I said next week I'm putting myself on a basketball training camp. So I want to learn each day. I want to learn a different skill for as coaching wise that I want to implement next year for my team. Granted, if I'm still coaching, but I want to do different things like that. And I think it's a lot of free time that we don't really know what to do with. Shout out to Elijah.
Hey, Elijah.
it's a lot of free time that we don't really know what to do with ourselves with. A lot of people are resorting to attempting to work out, attempting to do all types of challenges, all types of stuff. We don't get to that. But I think it's important to look and just keep your eye on the lookout because, for example, I'm sure Rachel didn't think she'll be accepting a new job and moving in the midst of Corona. But
absolutely not.
We don't work. God works in ways we don't work.
Right.
So,
it's very weird thinking about, having to do this during all of this. Like, even trying to find somewhere to live, I have to do it all online. Like, it's really crazy. And I worked in the industry, so I'm on the, receiving end of, the things that I do on a day-to-day basis. So
yeah, she's an essential worker.
I think we're going to get into that later in the show, determining what's essential and non-essential. But I'm still working, so everybody's like, I'm on quarantine day. Nah, I don't feel quarantined at all. I'm still working.
Right, still getting it in. And shout out to all the teachers for still working as well, because I feel like EBR, I think Governor Ellis said don't really give new work and stuff, but I think everybody else in Louisiana but us are giving work. Shout out to all the charter schools, y'all holding it down. Some charter schools, some of y'all are wrong as hell for making these teachers go into school every day. I think they finally stopped it because maybe you can't be 10 or more, but some of these schools is making the teachers go to work every day with no kids. So, you would have been sitting there doing nothing.
Right.
But, it is what it is. What's your second L for the week, Rach?
My second L is loser. Okay? Because all of y'all who refuse to abide by these stay-at-home orders are losers. Okay? Y'all are putting a lot
shots at me. Boom.
I'm just saying, like,
to an extent.
To a certain extent, like, some people are still doing the absolute most. Like I said, I work in the property management industry, and I legitimately had to put 30 people off my volleyball court the other day. So I'm just like, y'all.
People bored, right?
I understand, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be, be an ass. But it's like, come on, man. Like, just do right.
Try to do right.
Just try to do right. Make an effort because it really is, like, it's a whole ass virus out here.
Right.
So just do right.
We're going to talk about that too, Rach, because I'm convinced on a few things about Corona. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna ask this question now before I say my L. How did they get the name coronavirus?
To be honest, I don't know.
Because I see some people use COVID-19.
Well, so I think coronavirus is like the virus, but COVID-19 is like a strand of coronavirus. So apparently there's like different strands.
Got you.
And this is just the latest strand of coronavirus.
Because I was lost. I was like, why are there two different names for this one?
Yeah.
Okay, got you. So my second L for the week is leaves. Shout out to Natalie too. She's tuned in.
Hey, girl.
My second L for the week is leaves, and what I mean by that is, what is leaf? What color are leaves? For the most part,
brown.
For the most part.
Oh, green.
So I was thinking about this the other day, and I had some conversations with some of my friends, and we came to the conclusion that. Not to the conclusion, because this is something we all know, but, man, the grass is not always greener on the other side. So be mindful and thoughtful of your decisions. For example, Rachel told me that this job had been around. It's just like, it's kind of was God's timing that put it back into play. It wasn't something that she was just contemplating, thinking about for a long, it kind of God put it into perspective. But some of us make jumps and shifts in different situations in our lives.
Yeah.
Out of impulse and not thinking, not instinct. I'm gonna go back. Some people make decisions about things in their lives with impulse and not in instinct.
A lot of people also make emotional decisions.
That's another good one.
When you feel a certain type of way, or like if you don't get your way with a certain situation, it's easy to say, I'm gonna just do this because I'm mad, or I'm gonna just do this. And on the surface level, we see it all the time because I get mad when I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? And you just do things out of just emotion. So that's another thing that you have to keep in check is just making sure that you're making rational, logical, and practical decisions and not just acting off emotion.
You say you get mad when you're hungry. You know something I do that I realize I do that I try to stop? When I'm tired, like just dead tired, but I didn't get no sleep. I didn't get a lot of work. Like, I start doubting my life. I don't know why I do it, but I just start thinking about, damn, this
overthinking yeah, for sure. I can totally identify with that because it's like you're just really exhausted, and then all of a sudden you're thinking like, why am I even doing this in the first place?
Right.
And then it's just like a rabbit hole from there. I get you.
Yeah. So it falls from I would just make just be mindful of your decisions.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, definitely got to. I had another point, but I forgot it. So Rachel, what you got?
So my last L is lit. Okay, because to be honest with you, I've been in the club every night on my couch.
You know what's crazy? Our things
Friday.
are going in coordination with each other.
I've been in the club like literally for 5 days straight.
We was in the club together.
We was in the club together. We were in the club the other night. Shout out to DJ Chris Major. We were in the club, and it's just it's been lit for me.
Yes. It's been fun. Seeing these, shout out Fat Man, shout out my boy Chris. But it's been fun, kind of like these interactions, like pretending like it's lame at the same time, but it's fun.
It's fun because it's fun because everybody's into it, and it's not just one person. Like if it was just one person doing all this, it'd probably be a little lame. But because everybody's into it, everybody's commenting,
right? All
the celebrities are doing it. Shout out to my girl Erykah Badu. Her concert was the
you paid $1?
I watched it on Facebook this morning, but
I would have paid $1 for it.
I would have paid $1, but I think I missed the whole like how to get in and whatnot last night. But she's doing a series, but I watched it this morning and it was bomb.
Man, Chloe.
Shout out to Dallas one time. Y'all know Erykah Badu is.
Chloe and Halle did what I thought was off the chain. Did you see Timberland and Swiss Beats last night?
I didn't see Timberland and Swiss Beats.
Off the chain.
But Anthony Hamilton tried to do a little something, and his was okay.
Oh, I saw Destiny. That's all I needed.
Oh yeah, his was okay. I expected a little bit more from Anthony Hamilton, but it was still.
I saw Destiny. For the longest time, like about a month ago, I just found out Anthony Hamilton sung Best of Me. Well, I thought it was a woman the whole time. I thought it was like Sade. So
wow.
Yeah, take my black card, all right? Take it, snatch it, run away with it.
You should know Anthony Hamilton's voice. But it sounds like hot water cornbread and collard greens.
But he didn't get like to his deeper tone until the end of it. I don't know. That's just me. Okay, so mine goes with yours. Yours is lit because Instagram Live, and my L word is live. And the reason I'm saying that is y'all got to get off live.
No.
Not everybody, but some of y'all be on live for no reason. Like just be like. For example, I've never seen 20 people on live at one time on Instagram.
It's so annoying having to scroll
through all of them. And I'm like, some of y'all, yes, I want to see the DJ battles, I want to see this and that. But some of y'all need to let it go and let us see the people we really want to see.
Speaking of DJ battles.
Woo, we gonna get there.
Okay.
We gonna get there. So hold on. So what we gonna do is, we're gonna take a quick break because I think that's where I'm going next anyway.
Yeah.
And we gonna be right back.
We'll be right back.
And we are back, and I shouldn't say this, but you DJs are exposing yourself a bit on live. I gotta keep it a book. BR, y'all ratchet as hell. I just want to throw that out there.
I'm trying to figure out. Because when I saw the video, I was just like...
Shout out to my boys, Adrian too.
I was just stressed because I didn't really understand like how now,
so quick. And it was such a BR thing. All I hear was
such a BR thing.
He say, throw them bitches, and I say, oh my god, and then it started touching me, and I don't know who stopped the live. Right.
I don't know who stopped the live, but for one, y'all childish for that. Y'all could have kept it
right, I was trying to see the rest. I'm up there searching, trying to see the rest.
You got somebody throwing somebody into a garage door. Like, what? I'm just trying to figure out.
And y'all tried to say it was fake. No.
That was for real.
That was for real.
But just DJs, if you're gonna go live.
Great concept though. Great idea. Though.
Wonderful idea, but just do it by yourself. Most of these DJs have had great success going live just in their house by themselves.
Or you can even like if you're gonna DJ battle, you can do it like
you could possibly do it on live. I think you said that the last show.
Do it on live, like request each other and like do it that way.
Right, and just like tell each other for the first 5 minutes. you're gonna go, and
Right.
then I'm gonna go. You know,
like how Timberland and Swiss Beats did it is they just kind of, they're not DJs. They probably could DJ though. They just kind of went song for song.
right?
Which is cool. And I know DJ, you need more, time, but maybe just break it off in a session. So we doing jig, regular hip hop. I can really plan all this, but it is what it is.
Somebody on your live.
Shout out to my boy Jay.
Hey Jay, he wants to know what happened.
Not to get into too much, the mess, but because I shouldn't say this, but the DJs was fighting on their live. A couple DJs had joined forces to do like a Saturday kickback, which was a great idea, great concept.
Wonderful idea.
It's just things went a little left. And I think it's the word respect is kind of when things went left. And it went to BR. And that's what happened. But shout out to all of them, man. I hope y'all get together and do it again. If it was fake, I hope it really was fake, so we can get that. That was a great idea.
Shout out to DJ Chris Major. Shout out to DJ Mario.
Shout out to my dog Nell. Okay, so this is what I shouldn't say. Why I'm getting here. Some of you DJs are exposing yourselves. Let me tell you why. A couple of y'all are not as active right now during this period. Hold on, Rachel. Talk right quick, Rachel.
What am I talking about?
You talking about just whatever the DJ is doing.
But as of right, I think that some DJs, I can agree.
We seeing who don't have no skill. Because some of y'all, for some of y'all,
see who is in
who DJs. Because some of y'all are not really DJing at all. Because I ain't seen some of y'all. I ain't trying to expose nobody, but I ain't seen a couple of y'all DJs who be DJing. I hear go live yet.
Some of y'all, I haven't even seen the little sound turntable mix board. Okay, I've seen aux cords,
laptop, but I don't see no. Just throwing it out there. I'm not trying to be shady, but I think this is a time where we're really seeing the importance of the DJ, and we're seeing who takes their skill seriously.
And this also kind of ties back into one of your ills, which was look for ways to perfect your craft.
Perfect your craft.
If you're going to be an entrepreneur or do anything arts related or just anything that you put your stamp on, your name on, always work to perfect your craft. Look for opportunities. I know. Shout out to C-Mix. C-Mix was doing developing DJs for a little while. So get you a mentor. Look for a mentor.
And what's crazy is to think about even stuff like, to me, podcasting and stuff like this. Some people get names, and there's no shade to anybody. Because I think of this in general. Sometimes the names outweigh the talent, and you see it. Because I see some DJs who might have 10 people on their live, but they in there going in, blending the songs. You see them actually mixing. They're how you can really tell is when you see the IG, when you see the mixer on the IG live, when you see the turntable. One thing, shout out to DJ Nell, but his mixer is on his live, so you see him mixing the songs.
Yeah. And shout out to DJ Mr. Rogers in Texas. He was on live. Shout out to the home team.
You see him putting in work.
He's mixing. You got the effects going on, and I think there's really an artistry to being a DJ because. And also shout out to DJ Midas Touch. He's one of the best mixers that I know. The songs that he puts together, just. Shout out to Midas. These are people who really work to perfect their craft. And if you're going to do it, if you're going to showcase yourself like that, come with it. And
having an extensive knowledge of music. Because one thing I say about Chris Major is Chris know what's going to get. When we was in that live, he knew what songs to switch to.
Yeah.
And to have people we playing this. It's a lot to DJ, and I don't think we think that much about. So salute to all y'all. But man, for some of y'all who been kind of ghosts, man, get on your stuff, bro. Some of y'all are popping DJs, and y'all. And
this is the time to do it because the entire world is on the internet right now.
And we're looking at you gonna see who getting booked after this. For example, they do DJ D Nice.
Yeah.
Man, he's never not going to have a DJ gig.
And the crazy thing about him was he's DJ for Michelle Obama and Barack before. He's DJ for a lot of celebrities. But I don't know if a lot of people and I don't want to say this to make, like, put celebrities on a pedestal, but I don't know if a lot of us, like, people on Earth, if you get what I'm saying, really knew who this guy was. I know I did.
I did.
Now, you know, older people might know who he was. Like, my sister, she knew who he was.
Maybe it's a older thing, too, because I didn't. Oh, maybe it is an age thing, because I really didn't know
I didn't know who he was. But, you know, a lot of people knew who D-Nice was before this. But I think, you know, now that people like him have the opportunity to do this on the internet, you're being exposed to a lot more people and your fan base is growing. I think he went from 250,000 followers to 1.2 million in less than 24 hours. So it's just like, you know, you have to, like, come with it if you're going to do it, because people are out here searching for the content. So come with it.
Right. And I also just want to throw out there, too, that I really like niggas. I like it was an older vibe. It was like an old.
That's why I felt
like.
That's why I felt like it was like, okay, like some of the songs I was rocking with him, and like I remember he played like Shining, DJ Khaled, Beyonce, Jay-Z. And, you know, that's when most of, like, the young people were in there. But he was doing, like, a lot of old school hip-hop. That's why I felt like, okay, it's got to be an age thing, because, like, a lot of older people know who he is.
Right.
But it was a good set. He was on there for literally, like, 6 hours.
That's a long time.
And I need his hat collection, because those will be fire at the after quarantine brunch.
Man, so. DJ Khaled, I'm challenging you. Where you at? You're a DJ. I ain't seen you on live, but talking about stay at home yet. But yeah, off DJs, I shouldn't say this either, Rach, but y'all take me off your motherfucking, take me off, Lord forgive me, take me off your motherfucking close friends list. Take me off. I don't want to be there.
Like, you don't want to be there because there's nobody posting.
It ain't even, like, for example, it's not even that, because on my close friends list, it's not necessarily news, but it's stuff that I don't want certain people to see. Certain stuff I don't want certain people to see. That's why I took all my people out my close friends list. I'm probably gonna add them back, because right now it's been, you know, when the corona got everybody freak nasty. But so my thing is, I feel like your close friends list should be a bit of exclusivity. So, for example, I've been writing this short story that I want to put on Instagram. Like, I want to do like some short stories on Instagram, trying to ways to make different content. Mm-hmm. So I've been previewing that, like some nasty stuff, on my close friends list. But it's for certain people to see and to kind of get a gauge of, like, you know, if people feeling this, stuff like that. Why are you posting you working out on your close friends list? I don't want to see that. Like, if I'm going to be in I'm honored that you put me in there, but I don't have to be, because I don't, you know,
it's just not close friends content.
It's not. It's
now, a lot of my friends who post things on their close friends list, it's usually like memes that they want to post that they don't want their parents to see, because their parents are on Instagram.
I don't put stuff on Facebook because my mom on there.
Well, I think this would ruin Twitter, but I think Twitter needs a close friends, because my mama follows me on Twitter. And that's just a really that's a really an aggressive place for me to just be free and be myself. And I don't ever, like, I forget that she follows me until she, like, likes one of my tweets. And I'm like,
I forgot my mama followed me. You know how I remember my mama followed me on Facebook? She's like, oh, your Zulu ball pictures were so nice. But why you had that bottle in your hand? I say, all right, block.
Yes, block.
I ain't blocking it, but block.
But, you know, people post memes that they, you know, think are funny and don't want certain people to see, or like they may post poll questions that are a little risque. You know, I get it. I think some people use the close friends, you know, appropriately, but some of y'all, like, just put it on your regular story.
It's stuff like, for example, if you are cooking, why can't everybody see this?
I've seen people post TikTok videos of themselves on their close friends. I'm just like, what? Okay. Don't really understand.
We don't get that too, because it'd be one some kind of rhythm problem.
I'm going to perform the Savage Challenge live on the podcast.
And I want to leave.
I'm just kidding.
So moving on to the 4 for 4, man. We got 4 things we're going to discuss this weekend. First, you know, we got to do our Corona update. And how I feel about Corona is this. This shit been around.
Thanks.
It's been here.
It has to be.
It's been here.
It has to be.
This ain't new. We late, but it's been here, Rachel.
I saw somebody on Twitter say that in December of 2019, they had, like, their doctor told them that what they had was the flu, and pneumonia at like the same time, but they didn't have a name for the actual sickness. And basically, that's what we're hearing. Some cases of coronavirus is like for some people.
It feels like everybody got, when you get corona, it's like pneumonia. It's like, hey, sis. And
right. Pneumonia and flu. But even with that, some people are asymptomatic. So it's like you don't really know what to believe at this point. You don't really know how to know if you could possibly have COVID-19. It's like, bruh, because you have people like Idris Elba, no symptoms. I'm just, I'm going to get tested.
And I think that's what we said last week is why I think it's America as a whole maybe is not, for the majority, it's not taking it as serious. It's because the people that we know have it are fine. Like, nothing's wrong with them.
Slim Thug posted yesterday that, Slim Thug, my lord. But he posted yesterday that he tested positive for the coronavirus. But he was like, I had a little fever, I had a little cough, but I feel fine. But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, the virus it affects different people different ways, so you just don't know.
I'm intrigued to find out. I was telling my homeboy this, because my homeboy, I'm not going to say his name, you don't know. He thinks he had...
I'll be listening for context clues.
He thinks he had corona. He thinks he had it like maybe December-ish, January. Mm-hmm. And somebody close to him was in the medical field, and he still couldn't get tested.
I can't read lips.
So okay, never mind. He still couldn't get tested. So, but all the symptoms he said he was watching on news, and all the symptoms that he said that he was having
mm-hmm.
is
everything you see.
Everything you see. But he say he couldn't couldn't get it together. Like, but it's he just basically been sick for a week or so, and he slowly got over it, right?
I'm pretty sure I saw that post.
Yeah, he posted it on Facebook, but he said he had to take it out because it was getting too much publicity.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking this thing, like, it's been several people that I was talking to that's been sick around December, January, and it's younger people our age.
Yeah.
And nobody knew what was wrong with them. And then it just kind of slowly went away. Yeah. And I'm just like, I'm thinking this shit been here. Yeah. They didn't tell us it's gonna come out. I think this is gonna lose Trump the election, but it didn't come out. And
so with these things, there's conspiracy theorists out there. And I was watching a video last night, and apparently you can research and find that there's actually a patent on the coronavirus. Is that the one?
I think I saw it too.
There's a patent on the vaccine for the coronavirus, but apparently all this stuff is supposed to be quote unquote brand new. And the patent for the vaccine and the virus is owned by some pharmaceutical company. And the guy was like saying a whole bunch of different stuff, but what made my eyebrows raise, because I'm not really into conspiracy theories, but this piece of it got me. He was saying how the whole idea was for schools to close, and what's going to happen is kids are not going to be able to go back to school unless they have this coronavirus vaccine. Think about how vaccines are required. Like, you have to bring immunization records to school, whether you're in public school, college, any type of school.
Yep.
And when he said that, that's when I was like,
they gonna make a lot of money off that.
Because every single kid, probably teachers, administrators, everybody is probably going to have this coronavirus vaccine. And that, to me, that's when I was just like, okay, he might be on to something. He might be on to something,
yeah. And again, like I said, I think I said this last episode, Trump be kind of letting you know that he don't take this shit seriously. Like, this man, we've been told to not be around some places 2 or more people, right?
Yeah.
This fool say, "Oh, I'm looking to have it open by Easter so we can have it, because church online is cool or whatever." But the churches need the money. We trying to get it back popping.
But did you hear when the reporter asked him why Easter? And he was like, "It's just a very special day to me."
It's crazy.
It's a very special day to all of us who believe that Jesus rose from the
dead.
dead.
Right, like he basically I'm not really feeling church online. Like, church online is cool, but they don't give me that same feeling.
I mean, regardless, like, even if we do have to have Easter service online, best believe the living room fix is finna step. So, you know, I just don't think that's gonna change.
Yeah, and
hey, girl.
Shout out to Kieta. Shout out to Logan. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Stefan. But anyway, what? It's just craziness going on with this virus, and it's getting to a point where this man Trump was like, "Shit, if y'all gonna die, you're gonna die anyway." So we're in a recession. I'm trying to get the money back.
Yeah, Trump is over it, and
did you see?
It's not very presidential at all.
Did you see the governor, the lieutenant governor Dan Patrick?
No.
He basically said on Fox News, and I don't really like the little Carson Tucker or whatever, but I think he kind of getting a wake up call in some of this because he been going off on certain white people, and I've been like, whoa. But the lieutenant governor Dan Patrick, I think maybe I don't know where he's lieutenant governor. I don't know if it's Texas or something, but he said, I'm willing to sacrifice. I think me and all old people are willing to sacrifice dying to make sure the American economy is back on track. And everybody on Twitter was just like, what the fuck? How you just gonna tell people how you gonna tell people they're willing to die? Like, you gonna speak for all older people saying we're ready to die.
And I was about to say, don't speak for mine, because my parents are older. Like, I don't consider them to be elderly, but they're both, like, my mom will be 62 this year.
Right, my parents are the same age.
My stepdad will be 65 this year. So it's kind of like, I called them yesterday, and they're in very good health. You know, they do a lot of activities and this, that, and the third, but they were on the way to Home Depot to buy a pressure washer. I said, is that an essential item?
I mean, but see, my mom is like me. Like, my mom is the same way. I'll be like, what are you doing? My dad went to Home Depot too. It was closed, but I was like, nigga, what are you doing?
I said, why are y'all going to Home Depot? Oh, we need a pressure washer to get the mildew off the patio furniture. No.
Stay at home. Like, I can do it for you.
But it's not essential.
But I don't be, so when I say, bro, you just like me. I said, we don't be wanting to be in the house. I said, well, you got to go take a walk or something. Like, me and my parents walked around my apartment complex and this really nice neighborhood by me last night. Just, get a walk. And I say, that's the stuff you got to do to get out the house. But like, but you know what I think it is too? It's being smart, but I think your parents are a bit like mine. They're God-fearing people.
They are.
So
they are.
It's in that sense. I know you still protect yourself, but I think that's the level of faith that we all want to get to. You still got to be smart. Don't get me wrong.
You have to be smart, and my stepdad, he has some pre-existing conditions or whatever, and so he's being cautious, but he's also like, I'm not really gonna stop living. I'm gonna stay in the house. I'm not gonna do any non-essential activities except go to Home Depot and buy a pressure washer. But he's taking care of himself. He's looking out for my mom, and but they also, my 82-year-old grandmother lives there also, so they have to kind of move differently for her. So it's difficult adjusting, and my mom, she's a deputy superintendent in a school district, so she at home chilling. Right. When she's getting her doctorate. Shout out to my mama. So when she's not,
but that's what you
doing
say.
School, it's like
you say 62, but she got so much more life to live because she's gonna get a doctorate. So much more life to live, even at an older age like 60. So shout out to all the parents.
And so don't speak on the what they consider to be elderly. I don't consider my parents to be elderly because they're still young. They have so much life ahead of them, but chill out on that.
Right. Shout out to my dog Robinson. And Kevin. Shout out Logan too. And Wayne. Anyway, but to go with this, my next topic for the 4 for 4, 2 out of 4. What the hell is an essential worker? Because to me, it feels like everybody's still at work right now.
Listen, I'm an essential worker, apparently.
I don't know if the government sent out this text message, but it seems like everybody got that text message saying that, nah, you're an essential worker, so you still have to come to work.
Correct.
The only people I know off are teachers. I don't know nobody else off.
The only people I know who are off are teachers. You have some administrators.
And we essential.
And just now you have like nail techs, hairstylists, barbers, estheticians, those type of people who are now off work. Tattoo artists.
Hands-on.
But it just seems like anything pleasurable at this point is considered non-essential. But like for me personally, you know, I work in the property management industry, and we are building management and maintenance is considered essential, you know, employees. Now we're only doing like emergency work orders, and our office is closed to the public, but we still have to go there every day to, you know, do things like virtual tours. Like we're still leasing.
You're still leasing.
So it's like, you know, we still have expectations.
Construction ain't stopped.
Construction hasn't stopped now. I agree with that. This is a perfect time for y'all to finish these highways and byways and fill all these potholes. Like, get it together.
My boy Travis is sick. Travis is sick.
Travis don't be doing nothing at work anyway.
He be chilling.
I follow Travis on Instagram, and I've known Travis for a little minute, and it's just like,
I said, you the boss. I said, you the one who sent out the text.
He be chilling. So, but he's stressed.
But yeah, I think because realistically, I'm praying for. I pray for about the coronavirus. I pray for my parents. But I think like what Trump's saying is eventually gonna happen. They gonna open everything back up and say, if you get it, you get it. If not, you don't. Like, because number one, I don't think we took it seriously to the point that we shut everything down. Like you stay at home, quarantine, social distancing. You can't go anywhere but the grocery store. The grocery store be packed.
But you still also have business owners who are refusing to close. You still have churches who are still having service. You know, and it's just, you can't force people to listen unless you enforce it in a way that's going to get people to listen. If you have businesses that you consider non-essential open, and I heard in Opelousas, the police was rolling up and telling you, like, you got to be out of here by 4 o'clock. And if I come back and see you, you know, we're going to have some issues. In Dallas County, you can get ticketed, fined, and or arrested if you're found doing non-essential business. So it's like, I just feel like for it to work here in Louisiana, they have now deemed to have the fastest growth rate of this virus, you're going to have to shut everything down.
Like, you got to, at least maybe a day or two, where you just say, grocery stores, y'all over with. Y'all got to just stop. And you know what's crazy? Like, I feel for the people at the grocery stores, because they are getting in contact with it. The grocery stores, they getting in contact with everybody.
Yeah. And it's hard. I personally probably wouldn't feel comfortable. I was really scared to buy touch open produce at the grocery store, because you just don't know.
You know what's crazy? I saw a lot of people buying, and I was like,
I went to Whole Foods and I was buying stuff in the container. Like, I bought grapes that was in the container.
My mom went to the store and she went to Whole Foods. And I was like, why did you go there? You know, we said on the podcast, like, oh, I went to there. No offense to y'all.
But I got so pissed off at a lady at Whole Foods the other day. You know, a lot of people, I recently found out I'm a compulsive panic buyer. I've been at the store every day.
You know, me too, right? And I have to challenge myself to stay at home.
I am a compulsive panic buyer. I know that about myself. Send any help that you guys have. But I got so mad at a lady the other day at Whole Foods, because I love Whole Foods berry chantilly cake, and now they make berry chantilly cupcakes, right? And it comes 6 in a pack. They only had 6 containers of berry chantilly cupcakes.
And she bought them?
She put all 6 of them in her basket. I said, ma'am, you don't need those. And I stood there, and she was like, well, I was just trying to see which one was the best one. Give me one. And I went and purchased my cupcakes and went to my house. Like, don't hoard things, people. Do not.
And what I'm realizing too is, you know, be mindful with your money, because I realized, like, I spent a lot of money, like, over preparing. Not to an extent of, like, I'm taking all the toilet tissue, but I find myself buying a lot of food out, because I want to save the food in my house in case we went on.
Unless they literally tell us, like, you cannot
go nowhere. But it's like, to the extent where I was like, clearly they're not doing that. So I just need to eat what's in my house and stop buying, because I kept buying more food for my house.
Correct.
And eating out, and I'm just like, wait, I gotta stop. I just gotta eat what's in my house, because they're not
going to Walmart to get some salad, right? To get some salad.
Me too.
I left out of there with a rack of ribs, some stuff to make some potato salad. And I was like, you know, because that's stuff that's gonna last. But guess what I did? I bought food out that same
day, because, like, first of all, I don't want to. I mean, you don't got no time to cook. I mean, but you still at work. Me, I have time to cook, but I just be like, man, It is what it is.
It is what it is.
So
until they tell us we can't come outside, I just feel like I'm eating out.
And the only thing I've done, well, I told myself this week I'm not gonna eat out. My mom done cooked me some food. I say appreciate y'all. I got food to cook though. Only thing I'm gonna buy out and challenge myself is crawfish. It's a habit I can't keep.
Yeah, that's good. I'll probably do that too.
And like I told y'all, crawfish is corona free, so keep eating.
Can we get some facts to back that up?
I don't know.
For the next show.
Man, did I tell you when I went to the crawfish spot? I might have told you this on the show. I don't know. But they was all coughing.
No, you didn't tell me.
So I went to a crawfish spot that I like.
I have Lysol in my bag.
But they were all coughing. Nah. They were all coughing. And I was just like, oh my God. But the lady wasn't watching me. So that's why I think she was being genuine. I was just watching her. They was all just whatever, coughing or whatever. And she was like, man, it's seasoning. And I was like, okay, that's what it is. Okay, I got you. Because I understand that it can get caught.
Yeah, it can right here back in this corner, but anything is questionable.
Right, at this point, I was like, y'all got gloves?
That's why I'm trying to tell you, I check the pollen levels every day because if I get to sneezing and what's the pollen like?
I probably should do that because I sneeze a lot.
Yeah. What's the pollen like?
So I somehow always never finish these 4-4s, but I got one more. I got 3 at least. One of them was DJs, but we talked about that for a while. So it counts. But the last one is, how do you feel about all these challenges that are going on?
Thank you for tagging me, but I won't be participating.
I won't be doing it. I don't want to be a part of your challenge.
And the crazy thing about it is, I started my own challenge today.
You did. That's a crazy thing you did. But yours is more of a business perspective challenge.
But the thing about it is, I still haven't posted a picture of myself. Like, it's my challenge and I haven't participated. So, I started a photo challenge, hashtag I'm enough photo challenge. And it's basically for women, for us to feel comfortable in our own skin, our natural hair, no nails, no makeup, since everything's closed. And I've had a couple people participate, but I'm the creator of the challenge, and I have yet to participate. But it's for a good cause. But the shot challenges, somebody tagged me in that. I took a shot of Robitussin, okay? Because I just don't have time. The push-ups, try again.
Yeah. Stuff ain't for everybody. I'm not weak. But I've just never been a push-up person. I've never been a pull-up person either.
I don't have any of them.
I can't. So don't take. Then they kept going up. It was 20. Okay, I can do 20, but I'm not.
Oh, I saw 10, 20, 50.
I say, whoa, slow. You got too much dip on your chip. I'm not doing none of them, but I'm definitely not doing 50.
Definitely not doing 10.
My DP, Dejan did like a run as much as you can challenge, and I happened to be out walking, so I was like, okay, I can kind of do this one. Mm-hmm. Cool. But y'all, I'm not doing it. Like, I got a bottle of white Hennessy. I'm not opening it for y'all to take a shot. What I need to prove to y'all?
Y'all need to be taking shots of Robitussin, ginger ale, eat a saltine cracker.
Something of vitamin C.
Protect yourself.
And y'all, vitamin D is important. Now, ladies, some of y'all are gonna get this misconstrued. Vitamin D means a medicine, not dick. But make sure that you are taking your vitamin C and D because they say it can help with your immune system. And you can't get as much vitamin D because some of y'all ain't going outside. But because when you get inside, ain't the same as when you get outside from the sun. So make sure.
I've seen some great progress with elderberry. I like it for immune system support. Also,
Hall's got the little vitamin C little.
So there's like a quote unquote off brand throat lozenges called Cold Ease. It's like cold -EEZE, and there's zinc cold lozenges. I don't think I said that word right just now.
That's right.
No, lozenges.
Yeah.
But my stepdad was like, he read somewhere that zinc, the coronavirus can't live in zinc.
You know what's crazy? So, we don't know what the hell coronavirus can't do.
So that's
what I meant to tell you. I'm going to be. What he said? He was
like, you need to go get these throat lozenges and eat one every day, but it's only 8. It's 18 in a pack. And so he was like, you need to make sure there's zinc in your body because the coronavirus can't live in zinc.
Like, we all know something. Like, it's something every day. You know what?
That's what he said. He said he read it somewhere. So
I'm intrigued when this coronavirus, when it's kind of passed. I'm going to be very intrigued to see what body types. But because it has to be a commonality of why it affects certain people some way and certain people in another way.
I was thinking that, like, how do you determine who's going to be asymptomatic versus people who have severe symptoms?
And I'm sure it's going to come later on.
And I think it's going to be more than just pre-existing conditions. Like, people who have compromised immune systems, okay, we know that. But, like...
Maybe it's a blood... I don't know, maybe everybody who's been sick, really sick, has a kind of blood. It's something of that nature that's going to come out down the road.
Or maybe if you've had a flu vaccine or you haven't had one, or I don't know. I just think I think that's interesting to figure out, like, to know why this virus affects some people the way it does versus like people like Idris Elba. And I keep going back to Slim Thug because he's like the latest one. But they're saying, yeah, I had a little fever, had a little cough, I'm fine. But then you have some people who don't have pre-existing conditions and it's kicking their ass. It's what's the difference? And
how you just randomly get tested. Because it hasn't been that easy.
No.
It's easy for when you got money though. It's easy if you got
money talks. And we could get on a soapbox about why that's crazy in America, but
we'll say that for
I saw a tweet that said America is a third world country.
Well, I
was like, the accuracy.
Facts, especially not with Trump. But let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back. And we are back. So I think I'm just gonna move riddles to this section, Rachel.
Okay.
Because it's better.
Let's see if I have a good answer.
Shout out to Lil Jai. Another basketball player. That's my youngest child. But anyway, Lil Jai. But I can't be bought, Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
But I can be stolen with a glance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worthless to one, but priceless to two. What am I?
Love.
God damn. This is the first one you got. I'm proud of you. I feel like that one was easy.
That was a good one though. That was a good one.
Okay.
But my answer last week was still like.
Potato. What real talk you had this week, Rach?
Man, so I talked earlier in the show about me accepting this job and moving to San Antonio. And one thing that people should know about me, and I think this kind of is relatable to a lot of people, I do not process change well.
Me neither.
I do not process change well.
I don't want to interrupt you, Rachel, but I was one of those kids that I hated when my teacher moved my seat in class. Because no, nigga, you put me here, keep me here forever.
Listen, that is me. I do not process change well. And going to therapy, I realized that came as a result of how sudden and how unexpected my parents' divorce was. And so ever since then, anytime that, a sudden change or anytime change came, period, if I was comfortable in a place and I'm now being forced outside of my comfort zone, I would lash out, rebel in some ways when I was younger. And then as I got older, I just found different ways to cope with the change that weren't necessarily healthy. And so my real talk with Rach this week is like, you have to embrace change because change is a good thing. And if you plan for change or, if you know that you desire change and you're just in tune with that, then you have to start preparing yourself for how you're going to cope with that. And like for me personally, I've already started looking for therapists in San Antonio, even though now it's kind of hard to do that with this whole coronavirus situation.
Right.
But I know that once I move, in order to keep me on the right path and on the right track, I'm going to have some type of guidance there.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So just being prepared, be prepared and just be in tune with what it is that you need. And if you find yourself on a path that you want to stick to, make sure you make the necessary adjustments to make sure you don't deviate from that plan. So, just being transparent as far as what I'm dealing with and what I'm going through. I'm terrified about this move. I'm terrified, because I don't know anybody there. My family, is not there. They're closer than they are to Baton Rouge, but they're still not there. And so to me, it's starting over, which can be a good thing, but it's also a very scary thing. And then, when you have opportunities like this and when things like this happen in your life, you have to embrace the negative just how you embrace the positive. Because a lot of times we sweep the negative under the rug.
Thanks.
And it never gets dealt with, but then it takes root somewhere where we don't want it to take root, and then it sprouts up in ways or flourishes in ways that can knock us off track, start that positive journey. So just like you embrace the positive, embrace the negative. Deal with it head on and just don't be afraid.
That was good. That was good because that's me. That is me.
Change is weird for people.
Change. That's why I've kind of been never one of those people. People always say like, "Hey, you can just leave, just pick up your stuff and go." I say that's not for everybody because for example, me like I know I'm still getting paid right now, but me not working right now sucks because I'm always been somebody who got to do something. I never been somebody who didn't have a job. My parents, I didn't even need a job. Some of the times I had jobs, but I just it's always been me. So having to move somewhere, maybe not have a job for a while, just sitting around, it'll mess me up a little bit. And so but man, be open to change.
I've been in VR and I've said this before on the show, but I've been in Baton Rouge for 10 years, and so like just picking up and leaving. And everybody would say, well, why are you still in Baton Rouge? Like, why are you still living there? Like, why don't you don't have no kids, you don't have no husband, like, you just pick up and leave. And I'm like, it's not that
easy for everybody.
It's not. And, just going somewhere, being by myself. Even when I came to Baton Rouge, I came here with 2 people that I went to high school with. So I wasn't really, like, by myself. Mm-hmm. This time, it's just me. So,
but that's scary, but I'm sure it's exciting at the same time.
It is because it just goes back to like what I was talking about last week as far as uncertainty, like, and just surprises and just being able to come into your own and just be open to do new things and new opportunities. So it's exciting. At the same time, it's a little nerve wracking. I'm a little scared, but
we're gonna rock it out. Send y'all prayers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, send money. My Cash App is not just playing, but if you want to, I'll drop the Cash App.
I want to move on. Well, not I want to move on, but moving on to showing love, man. I just want to show love to all the creatives.
Yeah.
I hate the word creatives. If you know me, I hate trendy words.
Content curators.
Yeah, I hate trendy words. And creatives is a trendy word, but people go by that, so I'm gonna roll with it. Because One thing I was telling myself on this other video I made is that, man, regardless of what you do, you're going to have some challenges. Like with podcasting and stuff and website and making videos, I always thought, man, I'm a really talented guy. I'm a really talented dude. It's just somehow, I don't know what it is that don't connect sometimes. Like everybody, when I see you out in public, oh man, you're doing this, doing that. But I'm like, where you comment, where you at, all that stuff cool. But you got to get more into the process of doing stuff because you enjoy to do it, and just keep working because to me, eventually, all it takes is one thing to happen for your life to change.
Yeah.
For artists, for rappers, or song, music, ladies, whatever. It can be a girl rapper. Who knows? You know what I'm talking about. But all it takes is one song to pop, or you meet the one person. So I just be having to tell myself that. And while I was not doing the podcast, I was coaching. And while I wasn't stressed about, the reason I say you're going to find like challenges and everything, while I wasn't stressed about worrying about getting listens for my podcast or views for a YouTube video, I was still going through stressing with coaching, trying to make names and different stuff like that. So you're going to find these challenges in whatever you do. So just ultimately do what you love to do. Yeah. And if you are putting work and loving what you're doing, and don't worry about necessarily the results yet. Just keep working, getting better and better and better. And then, it'll eventually come.
And there's scripture to back that up.
Amen.
The Bible says that your gift will make room for you. And a lot of people just cut it off at that part. But the second part of that scripture says, and put you in front of great men. So, there's memes that go around and say, your name is in rooms that your feet haven't entered into yet. And that's facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, if God gave you a gift, it's on you to continue to nurture it, continue to develop it. And the recurring theme of this show, the name of the show might need to be Perfect Your Craft. But, that's what you have to do. And then, like Myron said, it only takes one time, one song, one video, one episode, one anything. For something to take off. But if that's your gift and you have a passion for it, keep rocking with it. And your gift will make room for you and put you in front of great men, whether it's in person, on the internet, whatever it is. So just keep rocking with it.
Yeah, but what y'all don't have to keep rocking with is TikTok. Because tough love time. Some of y'all ain't, I said this on another video on Instagram, but I just want to let some of y'all specifically know this. I'm talking to you, I'm looking into the camera. You are not a savage. You are not classy.
It's in my Instagram.
You're not classy, bougie, ratchet. You're none of those things. And I know you want to be, but you're not. And you don't have no rhythm. You don't have no rhythm.
He's talking to y'all. He's not talking to me.
And the thing is, the crazy thing is about that, you can learn all these TikToks, but you don't take the time to learn the stuff that you really care about.
You sound like a black parent.
I ain't lying to you, though, Rach. We've been talking about perfecting crafts and stuff all on this podcast. Yeah. But it's crazy how we take the time to learn stuff that's not as important to our lives than taking a few minutes out. Shout out to my cousin Jeremiah. Taking a few minutes out. Shout out to Ty. A few minutes out to learn something that can benefit our lives.
That's facts. I can agree with that.
I ain't saying don't have fun.
But I am a savage, okay?
I'm talking to them.
I'm
talking to whoever listening.
I'm definitely bougie, and I can be a little ratchet. The only word she missed in there was country, because that's me.
It was in her tone.
That's the only word she missed. But I learned the Savage Challenge, and I'm going to perform it here live next week on the show.
Yeah, it's not going to even be that. It's going to be something else. Like, I just seen so many TikToks and just like...
There's a part 2 of the Renegade dance.
I have TikTok and I don't even open the app.
I never learned part 1.
We made a whole little movie about TikToking before we got out of school. But it is because I had a girl in my class who would not stop TikToking.
And this right here, baby, come give me some.
I deleted that song off my
Hey guys, it's too simple for y'all to do it the way y'all been doing it.
I deleted it out.
There's a video going around of this guy who's like, y'all, it's simple. Elbow, elbow, shimmy, clap. Get the fuck out the way. Like, what are we missing?
Did you see the people in prison doing it?
I did. Did you see the dudes on the stairs?
Yes, bust his ass.
Yeah, that's what y'all get. Sit down.
You know what? Before we go, Rach, I want to shout out one last group. I know we shouted out the seniors last week. I mean, yeah. I want to shout out these people.
I'm nervous.
Shout out everybody, and this is real, Rachel. Shout out everybody who crossed Spring 20. All the Greeks in college, and because the reason I say that is because y'all been probating on Instagram and Twitter, and I know probate is one of the best.
Have they started doing that?
Yes, and they made their debuts. I'm sure the Louisiana schools will start soon, but I don't even know how they finish their process because you would have to meet with people. So I don't know. But shout out to all y'all, man. I know probate is one of the best parts of your lives, and you're not gonna get one. So hope
you see this dimple right here in my chin. That's my petty dimple.
But yeah, shout out to those. Shout out to all y'all, man. I hope y'all get to go super hard when y'all get that little first yard show. And if you were a senior, and you were supposed to cross this semester and you graduate, shout out to Grad Chapel. But anyway,
oh, that's my petty dimple. Because before this was a thing.
Anyways, let's end the show. So long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye.
Shout out to LSU Greeks.
Until we meet again. You bet.